last week when I.
All right. Let's kick it off, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining in and welcome. This is our weekly series where we get on and we break down your websites and the conversion rates. It's always a lot of fun. You probably have seen it by now. Just so you know, if you want to interact, guys, or if you want to be a part, just comment below and I'll get you in, or I'll also just drop a link in a bit and you can just click through and join us and we'll let you on stage when we have time. But this is Paul Warren. He's the CEO of Insightful. He's been building websites and selling e-commerce things for years, so he's a killer at it, and he's going to get your website and basically break it down and show you how you can double and triple your conversion rates with your stores. It's going to be a lot of fun, and at the end we can just plug our community a little bit, and if you want that, we can kind of get you in contact. So with that being said, we've got a couple of guests today. We have Chris and Olivia so far. I believe Olivia is up first because she's got to run for the kiddos in half an hour or so. So let's bring on Olivia, and then we'll kind of get things rolling.
Oh, nice. We're streaming everywhere except the Shopify Australia store.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you want me to just share this post to the Shopify group myself?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, we'll share it afterwards. I'll bring Olivia on and then we can share it in there. Here's Olivia.
Beautiful. Yeah, just go ahead.
I do have an option to share to the group. I'll do that because it's kind of important. So,
Olivia, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks. How are you going?
Doing really well. Thank you so much for joining in.
No worries.
Beautiful. Have you watched the series previously?
I actually haven't. So I've just kind of joined the group probably about 6 weeks ago, I think. And we've just got such a backlog of work with the website at the moment. So I'm just like getting through that and then starting to get a bit more engaged now in everything else. So, yep.
Beautiful. How do you feel about having someone like Paul pick apart probably your baby in your work?
Oh, no, it's fine. I pick it apart all the time. So I think we're probably our own worst critics. So it can't be any worse than that, I'm sure.
Beautiful. All right. It's always good to know. All right. So let's jump into it. What we usually do is you can introduce yourself and the business a little bit. Just any backstory you want, and then we'll just get straight into our Paul Perry screen. And
I always say feel free to drop like a coupon code if you want to give the listeners to buy something. You can do that later. So just mention my name and you get whatever, charge more or something. So whatever works for you.
Beautiful.
Okay. No worries.
All right, go ahead, Olivia.
Yeah. So we're Olivia. My online store is blackstaropal.com. Just a bit of a backstory. So my family and I have been involved in the Australian opal industry since 1969. My father came out from Europe as a migrant, headed to Lightning Ridge and started mining opal in the outback. So that's where I grew up until we relocated to the north coast of New South Wales. And we've been running a bricks and mortar retail store here for about 37 years now. So originally just with the opal products and now branching out into crystals and rocks and fossils and gemstones and all sorts of other things and jewelry range as well. So we've had our online store probably since I think about 2014. We've learned a lot, very self-taught along the way in terms of photography and everything, getting it all set up, selling nationally and internationally. So I'd say probably we've really picked up the game in the last 12 to 18 months with our online store. That's what I predominantly do. Essentially, I mean, that's really kind of it. It's probably like the online face to our bricks and mortar store. I'd say about 80% of our customers originate from overseas, predominantly the USA, which is really exciting. So there's a massive appetite for a really Australian product like opal and opal jewelry. We're looking to obviously grow and expand more and more with what we do. That's kind of where we're at.
Got it. I'm just having a bit of a look around whilst we do this. And then I'm going to jump in a second and start pulling everything apart. So,
no worries.
All right, I'll bring up screen share and let's do this. Yeah. So give me 1 second to go back here. Present. Share screen. And you can do the entire screen, can't you? So yeah, there we go. Hang on, I'll move you over here and then I'll share this screen. Good. good to go. All right, everyone can see what I'm looking at the moment.
Yep. Yeah, we're good.
Got it. I can
there
see
it is.
Yeah. All right, let's have a bit of a scroll around a bit. So we've jumped straight into the collections. We've got a bit of the who we are, which is nice. I like to see that. You need some. Is this a family business?
It is a family business. Yes.
Yeah. So it's like it originated from your dad, I think you said as well.
Correct.
And then now it's you guys. I would be putting a photo of a bit of the heritage around here on that, if possible. I think that'd be good.
I do in the about page. I think I do actually have a photo of him. Well, we'll read, if you read more. So we do have. Oh no, where's he? He's somewhere there on a page about us somewhere. So
he's hidden away. Okay, righto.
Yep.
50 years needs more of a story. Needs more of this brand, right? 50 blah blah. But it doesn't say it started by my dad all the way back then. So there's a brand communication issue going on there, which Chris will talk about in the brand call next week. But that's lacking, I think. There's a strange issue here. You mouse over and it goes black. That's going to be causing big conversion issues for you. Shouldn't do that. It should change hover state, but it should change to another color.
It should be actually a blue-green color. Interesting.
Yeah. I would have some context around these collections, so a little bit more of a descriptive piece under that as well, like talking about opal jewelry. It doesn't need to be long, a couple of sentences, because when you go into that, it'll lead into what you're into. I don't think this is probably in the right location. So for me as a consumer, and most people as a consumer, they shop by collection type, they shop by what's new, bestsellers, trending, and then they potentially start shopping by price points. So if anything, the way you've done this deserves its own entire section. So for example, if I come to your website and I'm like, just show me anything between $500 and $1,000, because if I was going to buy something like this, I'd probably spend at least that. Do you know what I mean? And then show me from $100 to $500 and then well past that. So I think that's on the wrong line. Like you've got a opal jewelry section. What I would be encouraging you to do is figure out which. Actually, let me keep going for a second, because you've got so these are new arrival products. I would change that as well. I recommend having best sellers before new arrivals. I always say to everyone, sell more of what you sell first. All right, especially if you've got it in stock and you can get more stock of it quickly. Then you get into like featured products. So these are the ones that we recommend that whilst they may not be our best sellers, these are the ones we want you to buy. Then you get into new arrivals. So then you've got into opal rings, and there isn't an experience here around this, which leads me to go, oh, they're beautiful, $2,000, whatever, $500, but it's kind of just there, as opposed to there needs context around this. So if you're going to do something like this, you're like, these are our best selling ones, these are our featured ones, these are the new ones, these are whatever, right? So normally I would encourage people to go, well, if opal rings are a big part of your business, and opal earrings and opal pendants, and then you start getting into other stuff, you need to do you've kind of got it, rings, earrings, pendants. I just don't know that you're doing it right, and definitely wouldn't be doing it here straight away in the front banner. I would be just changing the way that works so that you can kind of filter like this. So I also actually don't think I don't know that it's needed like the way that you're doing it. And I imagine you've got more products than just this as well, right? You've probably got heaps of rings. Like I can't scroll sideways or anything. No. There's no filtering on any of this stuff as well. So your people are going to assume, they've only got 4. That's it. They've only got 4 types of earrings. So this is a big reason why your conversion rate is low. I mean, you've got that, but it's also in the wrong location. Like that should be immediately under the product name, under there. So I've tested this a lot. I definitely would not have this here. Other things, even on this page, you can't add these products to your cart. If you come along, someone who's got a lot of money and they're like, yeah, I want to buy that one and that one and that one, you have to go through the painful process of go to every page, click on the page, go, yeah, I want it. Your add the cart button is not working as it should anyway. So you go do this, go back, go there, grab another one, go back, grab another one. So there's a lot technically wrong with this homepage. Even other things like there's no social proof on any of these products as well, such as, have you got reviews on the products that you sell, or are these one-off pieces? Is that how it works?
That's the thing. A lot of our products, majority, they're just one-off pieces. So we do have some bread and butter items where we do get repeats, but you'll never get the same stone the same. Like we do the lower price point items would be repeat, but everything is unique. So every stone is unique. You know, designs can be similar, but that's why we don't have a bestsellers, because we wouldn't really have. I mean, I don't know if it's disingenuous just to put products in there and call them bestsellers, but yeah, they're not really repeat.
Or is it best-selling type of? It's your best-selling type of product is what needs to be in there. The other thing is, like, I scrolled straight past this completely. Like, this stuff needs to be up. And whilst so how are you powering this at the moment? What's that? Is it just people have said, emailed you that, or how are you collecting reviews?
Yeah, that's a Google review.
Okay, how many do you have?
I think we've got about 44 at the moment.
How many purchases do you make a month? How many sales do you make a month? Sorry.
How many sales? It can be for anything from 40 to 70.
Okay, right. So by this point in time then, like, and by the end of next year, you should have like immediately on your first banner, hey, we've got 1,000 5-star reviews. Soon as they read it, and it's not product based, it's business based, it's service based, it's how they found the experience. So really important that that's there and that's repeated. It needs to go here, and it also needs to go down further on the page. There's a lot of text on the page, and it's kind of stuff in all sorts of different locations, and it's not really flowing how it should. Which is, you know, it's like you're doing it yourself. You make beautiful products, right? You're not a web designer. You know what I mean? So
we actually had someone help us with our SEO, which was a bit of a disaster, and they got hold of the homepage, and it really messed with our rankings and our traffic. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not going to touch it again from what they've done, because we've built it up since. It's I need to have someone to look at it, because it's quite a scary thing to like touch it and go, oh, this is going to sink in again. So that homepage has actually been touched by someone who supposedly has web design and SEO experience, so which didn't work out for us. Yeah, I have about 500 of those calls a day, a week. So you're ranking. So do you know what this is for anyone watching who's not familiar with this tool, SEMrush? It's just like an external auditing tool that I look at and I can see what's going on. So you guys have just like taken off since there. However, it's all because people know your brand name. You know, 5,000 searches, 5,000. Like, these are good, Opal ring and so forth. Like, there's probably more keywords in there. However, I've noticed that as well on your homepage. So if I do this and I do view page source, it brings me to this page, and I go H1. So your homepage should only have one H1, and it should be about the number one product that you actually want to sell. So say, for example, if I sold ride-on lawnmowers, you know what I mean, and my brand's Ryobi or Husqvarna, my H1 shouldn't be Ryobi. It should be like ride-on lawnmowers, if that's what I really want to sell. You know, there's other, like, I can see there's another Chris on here and he's wearing a black hat, you know what I mean? And he's like, custom black hats, you know, you don't make that your brand name, for example, right? So that's actually not right. And then the same with your H2. So H1 means heading 1, H2 means heading 2. Really important. So for some reason you have 1 H2, 2 H2s, 3. You have 44 H2s. You're only supposed to have 1 on every homepage, and then you can have as many H3s as you want. But Google's pretty intelligent these days, and it doesn't rely on this stuff as much as it used to. However, like, these things should just be H3s. All of this should be H3s. Like, whoever did the SEO on this is, you know, must be their first day on the internet doing SEO. So we'll check a couple of things. But the reason you're doing as well as you are, it's very clear to me, is because, you know, your brand is really, really, really well known, obviously. Do you know what I mean? It's the same reason people,
if you look at a site like, I don't know, you know, the Udi or something, or Gymshark or something, you see an obscene amount of traffic for the branded keyword, because people literally know they don't even search for a wearable blanket. They just go, I want to buy an Udi. Do you know what I mean? So they know that's how they're doing it. I mean, you got a bit of stuff happening here. Opal Jewelry, Sydney. Nothing groundbreaking though. So, however, again, you've got beautiful products. You're doing a lot right. So, we'll jump onto some of the inner pages. So, what's your most popular category on the site at the moment? Out of all these, if you wanted me to click one and have a look at it.
Yeah, probably like our rings or pendants. Definitely would be rings. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much muchins, but rings. Yeah, people come looking for engagement rings and opal rings from us for sure. So, yeah.
Okay, so you only do gold, silver. Did you like? What is it like? You know, platinum and iridiums and all those other different things. Just those
no,
two?
you wouldn't. You would not get a lot of. I mean, we do have some platinum stock, but the price point is too high for me to put onto here. It's a very big issue with shipping.
Okay.
You know, like that's when it gets into a problem. Like, yeah. So we tend to stick away from that, and we kind of have a limit on what we have. But, yeah. So again, a lot of the collections that we have a lot of collections on here. And they were again created previously by someone we engaged to do work for us. But yeah, I would say our gold opal rings are like, pretty popular with what we do. Yeah.
So issues on this page is you don't have a H2 body piece of, and this thing is glitching. I can't even get past it. That's a H1. That's good. You need H2 text on the page, which is like, you know, hey, welcome to the Black Star Opal. You know, check out our amazing range of gold, silver, custom-made opal rings, lovingly, you know, manufactured in Perth, I think you said. All those keywords that are really important.
If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, so we have content here.
Yeah, don't do it there. That's okay, but you need some up the top.
Yeah. So again, bad previous advice that we were saying. So that's where we've got a lot of content. And I think it was one of those things for me, like, if I put additional content, is it too much? Like, is it going to be, you know, kind of keyword overload?
Do it and use the more expanded tag. So they click it and it gets bigger, and they click it and it goes smaller. So it might only be like, you know, I can't draw on the screen, but you know, it should be from just there to there. So
got you.
Really important that you have that there. It's good, like, you know, this is great to keyword stuff to the cows come home in the footer like this, but Google doesn't love this stuff either, honestly. So you got to be careful with that, because you're a natural. I call this brand like a natural authority on the topic. So Google already trusts you implicitly. The business has been around for a long time. You've got a lot of really genuine, organic, high quality traffic. So you don't need to do sketchy stuff where you're trying to, you know, trick the search engines, like by putting 4,000 words of chat GPT on the homepage and let's include every possible keyword in there. It's not a good strategy. So
and the other thing, if you scroll down further, is that the previous company did a lot of keyword stuffing, which again, I'm like, do we take that away? Do we keep it? It's really bad. So like even underneath, that's an issue for us.
Copy. Page source. So if I say any more than this word like 20 times, you're 73. Yes. Yeah, it's not natural, right? So you don't want to have the keyword that you're trying to rank 73 times. Well, rings is 224. You probably can't get around that, but it's not a great strategy to do that. It was in like 1997. But not now.
But would that be from the collection items as well? Is that what's included? So like every item we call something like opal ring, is that what they're including in that 224?
Yeah, it's including that. Yeah, it's including those as well. But from here, you'll see, if we do this way. Oh, hang on. I've just killed it. Opal ring. Even in here, it's everywhere down there as well.
So, same. It's a historical.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 just in that piece of text. It's a silly, you know, Google knows what's going on with this page and knows what you're trying to rank for. So I would, we'll change this. Other things that are probably wrong on here, when you mouse over, there's no alternative images.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, for example, like, I know this is probably going to be like, oh, I probably can't do that. But if you've got a beautiful hand model, my wife always goes, you've got such girly hands, Paul, because you don't do any hard work. You know what I mean? Get someone with a really nice hand, I think, so people can go, oh, it does look really good on a hand, on a lady's hand. Do you know what I mean? Probably you too, Chris Filato. You probably got
I got nice hands.
Nice hands, like, yeah, soft. You know what I mean, though? Because you need movement. Or even if it's a photo of it being manufactured or something. So people will literally be like, wow, you guys made it yourself. And I'd seen a photo occurred during that. It's being made, or I don't know, like 4 or 5 images like that. I would go, this is a $3,000 thing. I'm like, straight away, my mind goes, are they buying this from overseas and just chucking a crazy price on it and re-putting it? But if I was to go into the page and see like 3 or 4 photos of like someone making the thing, and I don't imagine that's hard to do. You know what I mean? You set up a photo camera and just go snap, snap, snap. Nice lighting. And you're like, wow, that's, to me, that is a really good experience, you know, and on someone's hand and so forth. And different women's hands as well, you know, like a darker lady's hand and a lighter lady's hands and whatever it's suited for, right? Really important. Other stuff on you can't order. There's no wish list. There's no reviews. There's no heaps missing from this particular page. Filtering, I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, reviews for those individual items.
Yeah. I don't recommend doing filtering like this at all because, well, for one, I don't know why we've got Australian in all of them. You're getting crystal opal. Wouldn't people more search potentially via the shape and the metal type and the price, and is it in stock and other variants than not these ways?
I wouldn't say shape. It's probably more color would be a big thing as well. So the color of the stone, yeah, metal definitely. The type of stone for sure. Like a lot of people do, you know, they'll be like white opal or crystal or black opal. You know, like black opal is
yeah,
I think it's like 8,000 searches for that every month, you know, for that particular type. So, but yeah, I don't think people would get back into like semi-black and all of that stuff. So, yeah.
I don't think this is definitely not needed. This is really confusing. You know, I'm like, okay, there needs to be filters based on different types of filtering options. To me, it doesn't seem like you're using the search and discovery function in Shopify properly. So, for example, this says stuff like rings, and I'm in the rings category. That goes without saying. And there's a thing like, you know, metal type. It should say metal type, like what kind of opal it is. You know, is it a doublet, whatever a doublet is. You know what I mean? Is that a certain type of thing that I want to know? And then I go, a certain, what type of ring is it? Is it an engagement ring, a wedding ring? Whatever you recommend it, you will flag that product as that kind of thing, you know? All right, we'll keep going through. This page is, add the cart button has issues because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Genuine.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing happens when you mouse over it. It doesn't even change state. Yeah, see, it should change. The hover state should change.
Okay. Yep. Okay, great. Yep.
I don't think these are the most important things that people will want to know about on here. There's probably more important things, such as, or even worded differently, like in stock, you know, ships today, and then wording that ships from, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like these things need to be broken out more. Product details probably need to be broken out into accordion menus, because you're going to have things like frequently asked questions about these products as well. And there's nothing around there at the moment covering how that should occur. You have no social proof on here, such as like, hey, 6 people are looking at the product at the moment. Or there's no flags on the product, like it's new, you know, it's things like that are kind of missing. The benefits as well, the main 3 or 4 benefits of why someone would buy this particular one, you know, which would be coming back to the stuff Chris specializes in. Chris McLean, in terms of like brand communication strategy. because people want to feel a certain way when they buy this, or they want to hear a certain thing, right, when they buy it. And you could probably have a lot of stuff that applies to a lot of your different products on the website, but definitely needed. I'll give you an example. So like this is a client that we work with, and you can see here 10 people looking at it here, reviews, short description, couple of benefits. Probably wouldn't have this, because you've got a luxury item. But you can see the different feel. Like even this is another brand we work with. Temple of, literally in the jewelry game. Hang on, wrong one, like that. Temple of the Sun. So, and we haven't actually done work on these guys' site yet, but there's a certain experience when you go looking for products, right? So they're also probably guilty of a few things that you do. But yeah, probably not a great example. There's a few issues. Like at least you can see that the cart button changes, hey, order today, ships today, fast shipping. They've cleaned it up. That looks quite clean, that's pretty good. But there's still a much better way that you could be doing those product pages.
Hey, Paul, do you mind if I just jump in quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we have Chris who has to leave in probably about 10 minutes. So do you reckon we could just jump over to Chris and do a fast
we will. Yeah, I think I've got covered enough for this one.
Yeah.
What do you think, Olivia? I hope I haven't ruined your day.
Yeah, no, that's been super helpful. Thank you. Like I said, it's frustrating for us because a lot of this stuff is kind of legacy of having engaged someone to do this for us. So it's good to get another pair of eyes on it, definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to get on a call with you at some point. Let's organise that and we'll go from there. And I'll just jump on the Chris because I can see how we can help you do it.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, guys.
Thanks so much, Olivia.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring on Chris number 3. All right. Thanks for waiting patiently, mate.
That's okay. No problem at all. Sorry, I've got a hard thing. The wife's caught up in a meeting she can't get out of, and I've been given the short straw. So
no worries.
You got the kids or something in the background destroying the house like me. That kind of thing.
Yeah, they can be like that. So there's medication for that, which is good. So
I like that you got the dress code. We'll dress the same. It's good. Let's go.
Exactly.
What's your website?
So look, I guess to give you a quick heads up to try and pursue things quickly. Look, been burnt by 3 SEO agencies, various different reasons. SEO has been shocking, non-follow sites, a whole raft of stuff. I've tried to work in the background on my Shopify site. I'm managing 2 businesses with a family, and I guess a lot of messed up SEO as well. So we are. I guess came across you guys, went, oh, these might be able to help. Let's see where we get to. I've got a pretty thick skin. Be as brutal as you want.
Be as brutal as you want. Well, first, the reason Chris showed me this, I'm like, good. I like the nice brands that sell actually really good products. Like French. I got lots of vinaigrettes in my cupboard, and all the other stuff sounds good. Oh, you've got a. What does it say? You got a mocha rub and stuff. I got to buy some of your stuff, mate. All right, let's get into it. We'll go to the product page.
Before we start, for the people that are watching, for the next 50 people coming in, what is he using? I did do a bit quick voucher. So if they type in Shopify AUS 25 for the next 50 people, they'll get 25% off any product.
Oh, awesome. There you go.
We'll I'm going to go shop.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't write anything in, so I don't have access to that.
No worries.
Capital S, capital AUS.
Yeah. All right. So this is your domain name. I think feel free to give a bit of a shout out if you want. Total up to you. I mean, we're just here. We're on the internet. Whoever did your SEO, this is terrible. Why do you only have an authority score of 9 and 3 backlinks? Have you got another domain name?
So they've been going since July last year, and I'm happy to name and shame, but I probably shouldn't.
I get it.
No, I won't name and shame them. But I've had a huge arguments with the CEO. He's actually even spat his toys and threatened to, I'm just going to pull the pin. You're not right for us. I'm like, well, you told me you're going to be doing 5 to 9 backlinks a month. You haven't. Yeah. You haven't done this. Half the ones that are connected, and he's taken down and reconnected some other ones. Majority of them are all non-follow. They're either in Korean or one was even a porno site.
No way.
Yeah, right. Okay, so just spam.
I've also got 2 businesses as well. So I've got another business as well, which happy to talk to you about offline as well.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And this is your main domain name though.
Yes. Yeah, Placeit.io.
Send me the report of everything, and if you want, I'll give you some feedback, and I'll go I've helped many people get refunds from agencies that do a shit job.
Oh no, there's nothing coming from them there. He's based out of Singapore.
Oh, all right. Okay, let's get rid of this.
He's a white boy, Essex boy.
There you go. All right. Cool. We're gonna have a look. I'm gonna go to your product pages first. So what's your most? I like your branding and stuff, man. It's nice and clean and clear and beautiful. So what would I buy here? Chili's gonna kill me, but I do like the idea of a truffle peanut rayu. That sounds good. I don't know what a rayu is, but that sounds bloody nice to me. I'm gonna go check that out. And first thing is so I assume people know what this is for. What is this product?
It's Japanese rayu. So it's a Japanese variation of a chili crunch. So you've got the likes of, it's a lot thicker. Obviously has peanuts in it as well. But same sort of condiment as the chili crunch.
Got it. Have you got any reviews or anything of the products from?
No, that's one thing I haven't got yet. And no, even with look, to be honest, I haven't done a lot of the back end stuff, and the SEO has been such a mess. Most of these sales I've been doing, I've got 3, 4 guys doing various market stores, and I'm hitting the road. I'm doing wholesale. So I've got about a dozen stores now, places looking to take them on, and we're just about to start venturing into New Zealand after I was over there a couple of weeks ago, and there's a couple of stores that want to start stocking it, which is great. The direct stuff, I did some social paid across Meta November, December, which drove traffic coming up to Christmas because it was a great Christmas product, as a Secret Santa type thing. But since then, look, sales have pretty much died off. I know I need to do traffic, but the SEO needs to be good. So I'm almost going back to a reset of, right, let's focus on the SEO again. Let's start getting that right. I've got start getting some backlinks going, start getting this going. I've got creative in play. I've got recipes I'm doing and some photos and things to put on the site and start building out social. And then also in that phase is then to start maybe looking at and reaching out to some of friends and family that have also bought the products, but also people that have also bought online and asking them for reviews.
Got it. Right.
But no, I don't know. In the short term answer, no, none yet. The website's only been live since late July. So.
Okay, right. So to me, it seems like a very catalog kind of feeling website where you would assume people know what the products are for and where they shine, right? So you can see I'm spending a bit of time here, and I'm assuming I'm like, okay, you would use some of these things. You go get dumplings, and you might put that sauce and stuff on your dumplings, or you might make those kind of Asian kind meals, and it's a condiment that goes with specific things, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm not getting that straight away. Like, you've gone straight into products, you've gone straight into big words, transform ordinary meals into blah blah blah, embark on, doesn't say why, how does it taste, how does it feel, right? It's just using big words that don't say
I guess that's because of different flavors. We've tried to do that on the product pages themselves. As a brand, our tagline is bring something different to the table. And I guess that's where a lot of the branding copy has probably gone a little bit too into the clouds.
It's gone too creative, in my opinion. I know that my business partner Chris is on the call, and he's super creative, and he's like, I probably agree with me. He's like, it's not saying a lot. It says nice things, but it doesn't say much, right? So keeping that in the back of our mind. Even you're a real passionate dude when you're talking. I'm like, I want to see a video on you or someone on the homepage going, this is what you use it for. This is the perfect place to use it for. This is kind of what the experience feels like. Here's who uses it. Here's some ideas. And I'm like, oh, cool. I want to try that, right? Immediately, So example would be you'd have 3 or 4 boxes here going, whatever those 3 or 4 most important things are that people think about when they land on a page like this. And I go, yeah, that's for me. So example, and I know this is probably a shitty example, but I buy like hardcore carnivore rubs, right? She's really well known in the barbecue scene, and I'm like, I'd land on their page and I kind of know what they're about. Do you know what I mean? Or I bought some last week, Coast and Smoke rubs or something, and their website needs work, but I'm like, I know that these rubs are for meat or for fish or for whatever. And I immediately know how I should be shopping on the site. This pairs best with this kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas we've got our products, it's not even like, if this is our best products, here's our featured products, here's what we would recommend for you to use in this situation. You see where I'm going with this from a homepage?
Yeah, no, look, you're not the first person to say that. I had a conversation literally about 4 days ago, and someone said exactly the same thing. So
yeah,
it's nice. At least there's obviously some what's the word I'm looking for? I guess repeated comments being made. So
yeah, your business is in the classic situation where you probably have an amazing product and you guys really, everyone loves it, and it probably sells great at the markets and retail. And once people try it, but they come online and they're like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and look, I'm going to be doing. Yeah, look, I'm in the throes of working with a small handful of influencers at the moment. They've just had products sent out today, where some of them have got a couple of products, but I've all tried to work with them with different products. I've given them free reign initially, but they're going to be producing a whole load of, hey, this is what we can use it with. A couple of them are actually chefs as well, so they promised me. Look, I guess we'll see where it goes with this, but we've got that going on. I've got photographs done of other things. I'm in the throes of writing recipes up at the moment that looking to link through where the products are to, which will go through to the recipe page. That if you're using certain products, all of them can be used in a similar sort of way. It comes down to flavor profiles.
Yeah, yeah. All right, then.
Except the 24-karat gold, which is just a bougie one I did for Christmas.
So I reckon you need like a pairs best with kind of section then immediately. So on your nav bar and on the homepage. So I'm just like, I'm cooking some duck, whatever, tonight.
Yep.
And you should probably use these things for duck. Or I'm making a ceviche or something. I haven't said that right. I reckon you should probably try this one. You know what I mean? Like,
because you eat well. You eat very well at home, don't you? Duck and ceviche.
I try to. Well, I wasn't going to say like I'm cooking some Woolworth sausages when I'm looking at your website. You know, it doesn't seem like it would fit well. But you know what I mean? No, like.
No, I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I mean, look, the hot honey itself is. Look, I know my favourite is to put it on use it with a Gosney pizza and stick it on a pepperoni. You know, it's.
Wow.
It goes very, very well. The Bombay goes fantastic. I mean, look, there's a raft of things I can do. I can do that with that. So yeah, appreciate the feedback.
So you're not doing your collection page properly either. Like the filtering of the collections is done completely wrong. You need to be able to search for like in stock, price, pairs with, 10 other different things, like from a filtering point of view. So looks like you're probably using like the Dawn theme or something, and it's just kind of basic kind of collection page. So it's not flowing how it needs to flow before it flows into your next page properly as well.
Yeah.
And then when we come to that page, make sure you get all your influencers to take a lot of photo of it on the food. You want like 30 or 40 photos on different things. And then you need consistent meta details here about this goes well with these things. You know, this is where I would use it. This is the 4 or 5 other things that people think when they are going to make a purchasing decision for this. And I don't know what they are. What I will say is grab the course that we're going to sell at the end of this. It's like $97. So, and go through the brand communication course that Chris has put together, and you'll really think differently about what needs to be going on these pages as well. But the benefit stuff is incredibly important, because this is just a slab of text. Most people's attention span is so shitty these days. They'll go, I'm done. I'm out of there. They won't read all that, you know? So you need to go point. All right, done. Right. And then, this frequently purchased together, for example, you know, this doesn't convert good like this anyway, the way that's been done. There's better ways to do that. But you go, buy these 3, and we'll give you 10% off or a free gift or whatever. So there's a lot we can do. Happy to chat to you about this, mate. Like if you want.
Yeah. I mean, just definitely look. I think there's a lot of merit in what you're saying. We'd certainly like to sort of dive deeper into the weeds on it. It comes down to obviously hours and manpower as well, because trying to manage 2 businesses as well with both with the one line to have online presence. You
don't need to do anything. We do it all for you. That's the good thing. I've been doing this since I was 17.
It all comes down to cost, I guess. But yes, definitely keen to have a further conversation and see what magic you can do.
Sounds good. All right. Beautiful. I'll let you run. Sort out.
Thank you very much, Paul, Chris. Everyone else, appreciate your time. Sorry to have to dive off quickly, but the kids are picking up from school.
No worries. Thank you.
No worries, man.
Take care. All the best.
Beautiful.
Bye-bye.
You too. All right. Shaq wasn't able to make it. So we've got some people that have pulled out. So at the moment, guys, we have 1 spot. We can stay on for another couple of minutes if we have some interest, and we can just jump you in. So if you want to join in, guys, we'll do your site right now. Just comment below and we'll get you in.
Do you want to roast a real big company's website?
I was going to say, otherwise, in the meantime, we can just jump on another site and just have some fun.
Do you want to pick one where I don't end up getting a lawsuit?
You probably have some brands on your mind.
No, give me one. Chris, give us a brand. Chris,
big boy brands.
Big boy brands. Any brand.
All right, do La Poqueta.
La Poqueta. But they don't have an e-commerce website.
It's not. You're right. You can still do kind of. No.
Chris's family owns La Poqueta. Like.
Yeah. Let's think. Do my friends have any stores?
Just pick anything. Like, or just give me a name. Buy fishing gear. There you go. Done. Oh, hang on. What did I do? Try again. Buy fishing gear. And I'm going to scroll past. All right. No, well, typically what happens is like, see these guys, they're like, oh, business is crap. Google Ads is going to fix our problem. So let's just have a look at his site and his site. Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to go his site. So daveostackle.com.au. I hope you don't mind me doing this, Dave. But all right. So first things first, he's wasting my entire screen. I can't see anything. You can't see the sunglasses until you get all the way down here. This is crazy. You never ever have these things in your menu sitting up like that. It's too much of a distraction. I don't like red like this. I just think that's not good. We'll scroll down here. It's just like the world's biggest banner. We're going to have to send this to these guys. Just heads up, I love fishing. So, we actually built a fishing site a while ago, and I'll link to that at the end. Hot products, new products, best sellers. Yeah, not too bad. I can't order them though. There's no button. Nothing's changing. I have to go into the product to order it. I don't know whether these products are any good because I don't have reviews on them. We'll go down here. Hot collection. Again,
we do have a couple people who want to jump in, so I'll let them jump in. You can keep going, and when they jump,
we'll keep going. We'll come back. Nothing's happening when I mouse over in these. I would not be running Google Ads to Davo's tackle site. I'm sure Davo's a bloody superstar, probably a really good fisherman. He's got this big squid. This is good. Davo's tackle brand that's anonymous. Where's the photo of Dave? Like it should be on here. There's no good call to action here. Like why? Things like, hey, we're going to send you a discount. You go into the draw to win something every month. Once a month, Davo picks someone, he takes them fishing. I'd sign up to that. Do you know what I mean? Needs to be more exciting. Sure. We'll jump into some other sections. Like this is just, it's not good. Like I wouldn't be doing this. Type of here. Where's the add to cart button? On the collection page. So you still can't order. So I've gone from that page to this page. I still can't buy anything.
If you just click on it, does it?
Yeah, that's what will happen. But poor Dave. Hang on, I've got there now. Add the cart button changes to that color. 7 reviews. People always put the afterpay crap in the wrong location. That's not an important thing, and it dilutes your profitability by giving all your money to afterpay. This is kind of in the wrong location as well. So lots of work Davo can do. I reckon we should send this to Davo.
I was going to say we can send him this link.
Get him a call and turn off your ads, mate, for the interim.
We've got Tasha. Tasha, so I've dropped you a link in the comments. You should see a link to StreamYard. You can just jump in. Otherwise, we can just get onto a site here. She's given us a link. It is a pet store site, Paul, so keep that in mind.
Oh, no. Really? I don't like pet stores. I just can't pump on live. Jump on live. What's the site? I'll have a look.
Shop Okie Pets. .com.
Can you give me I can't click that. If I click it,
I'll give you a link. Hold on.
Shop Pookie Pets. If there's one piece of advice, I'd just tell people like pet stores are hard to do. Like dog collars, dog weeds, that kind of stuff is such a huge competitive market.
Yeah.
You go to Bunnings now, mate. You go to Pet Barn, you go to Pet. So
they've got a hand in it, yeah.
Everyone's crushing now. Like $43. Okay. What's going on here anyway? Let's look at a few things.
This might be more of a branding thing then, but okay, what do we need to do for Pookie Pets to
your brand communication strategy is absolutely everything in a pet's business.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that no SEO, so it's not getting any traffic. the brand communication, like I said, is absolutely everything, because you really need to go, what is your point of difference? Example, you'd be like, hey, our dog stuff has like literally has cubic zirconias or bloody diamonds on it, and our harness is like $3,000 because it's covered in diamonds or whatever. Right, needs to be a really, really big difference. Oh, 1 second.
I might follow up here to for the brand strat audit, because I think she might.
I reckon Chris can jump in and talk about this.
Yeah, as long as he's here.
He's sitting there just twiddling his thumbs. But I mean, we do shop by collections, dogs, blah blah blah. But there's just not. There's no. What's the story?
You know, get Tasha? Get Tasha on our Monday call when we do our brand audits.
Yeah, we'll set her up.
I reckon we should do that.
Like we've got no idea what she's actually selling. Like, is it just sparkly collars? Like, is it just sparkly stuff? Is that the point of difference?
We have another crystal store. Maybe we can jump over to this one.
Let's jump into that one. Yeah.
Tasha, we'll follow up with you. James will message you and we'll set you up for Monday where we go through the branding. We'll do
pet stores are really hard. Like, you need a really, if someone wants to do a pet store these days, honestly, do a pet store, focus your whole pet store around a certain type of breed, right? If you want to do it, and then don't go for the shitty market that the like $30 leads and shit. Go like sell a really good quality product, So go, for example, and be like, I'm just gonna smash the cavoodle market, because those people pay 10 grand for their dog. They'll pay $300 for this, that, and $400 for that, and blah, blah. Like, you need to just become that person. Right, we're working with someone in our inner circle program, obviously, and she's got a cool idea, and we've got some really great angles for her, and her business will do well because she's got great angles. She's not just like, I want to sell dog collars or whatever, right? So
do a Jack Russell.
Finding that niche, finding the vein of gold within her monster market, like that's the play, really, right? Don't just do dog collars. Do this specific type of collar for this specific type of buyer for this specific type of dog.
Am I saying this wrong? Is this the? Oh, that's the.
When you say, Jesse, my live won't work, as in the link doesn't work to join. I'm trying to get you in here, Jesse.
Is this the brand name? Straight crystal stuff.
Oh, that looks like it. Yeah.
I always liked it. This is always a good indicator. Like a brand new brand, or been around for a while, or pretty new. No backlinks, no authority score, no big waste of a banner, no messaging about what's going on. Until I scroll down further, Australian owned crystal, elevate your energy and elevate your life. Okay. Got it. Crystals. It's not really leading me anywhere to do anything. Like, it's not like these are our most popular, for example, our most popular collections. Polished is a collection and clusters is a collection. And then we've got bowls and sage sticks and that kind of thing. It's kind of some Australian owned eco-conscious. So that doesn't say anything. That doesn't say anything. That doesn't say anything. And it's in the wrong location as well. Reviews are okay. I would have done the website front page. I would have like your top 6 or 10 different type of collection types, probably based on name, immediately down here. So ditching this, I think this is kind of seems wrong to me. I'd be like, can you just show me all the citrine? Is that how you say it, Chris? I know you're into this stuff. Show me all the citrine collections, for example, right? But it's confusing to navigate there, and it's also not showing me like these are the most popular citrine, or these are the most popular, or whatever, or even the most popular 40 products that you sell. And these are the featured products that we sell. We want to sell more of, and this is what's new, and that's the stuff that needs to go on the homepage. We'll go in here anyway and check out this section. So. Okay. No header, no description, quick view, no add to cart button, no story or anything, no phone numbers in the header, no faces on the live chat, no, what else is going on? where's your filters? How do you filter by price or in stock or out of stock or sizing or shape or color or grading or anything?
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
I reckon, Paul, instead of like breaking down, obviously in this site, it's, there's a lot of work. Maybe instead of breaking down every small thing, what's the next thing that this person should do to improve things? Is it jump straight into the website, work on the branding? What's the next best move? This is for Jesse.
This is an organization issue at the moment. I think so. It's about knowing how to put together the site architecture properly. So I would say do our Pro course, the $97 course. It's going to give you some really good information about what to put on your homepage and your product pages and your collection pages. That's where I would start, and then follow quickly by the brand communication course that Chris has got. Again, then like $97. They should be $5,000 each, but we just want to give as many people access to this stuff as quickly as possible. Do those two things, right? Really, really important. In saying that, though, if you have, there's always unicorns that jump under these calls and they're like, I'm sitting on $300,000 of crystals, though. If that's the case, just get people who know what they're doing to do this for you. So, because you've got really nice products. And I know some of these things are bloody stupidly expensive, aren't they? I thought there's ones you can buy and they're like, $1,000 or something.
Depends on the quality, usually.
Yeah. Are you into crystals too, Chris? Do you sage stick and stuff?
Heavy was. So I just buy product.
There you go. Yeah, cool. I've got one of these somewhere. So but anyway, that's for the options.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Can you manifest?
Yeah, these can get crazy expensive when you get the huge ones, a couple grand.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah,
more.
So definitely a market for this stuff. Like the whole spiritual space is like blowing up. I've sage stick my house and stuff before, and we've got these. Like we go shopping in Warrandyte, right? And there's a beautiful store that sells this stuff down there. So great market, but just the site is just not doing the right thing. So the DIY route, do those two courses. Try it. If you can't figure it out, then just go, hey, can you guys do it for me? That's the next step. And then sell more expensive crystals.
The thing, like for me, just looking at this quickly as well, like it's just another crystal shop, which isn't going to sell crystals. So you've either got to choose: are you going to be? Is it about the product, and you're a really good version of a crystal commodity store, and you've got amazing prices, or you've got better stock, or you've got better quality and better range, and it's more of a commodity play, or are you going to go the brand route and then the crystals are kind of the thing that allows you to get into the brand. So it's less of a crystal commodity, building a brand. Maybe there's an astrological tilt to it. There's something else about it that makes me want to buy the crystals to achieve some sort of thing. Like you're talking about dog stuff and crystal stuff and candle stuff. There's a lot of this stuff out there. So getting really clear, like what's the thing that makes me different to crystal shop number 2 next door? That's the thing that's also going to make a massive difference. And then you get the conversion rate stuff on that converts everyone that gets there better.
Always.
That's my 2 cents.
You need to send an email to all the crystal people. Chris, hey, you guys should watch the conversion training. None of them are that great from
well, Althea, I hope I'm saying that right. She got in first, so we'll fix hers first and she can dominate the market for a while.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is, say, enhance, strengthen, protect. Like, it's not amazing, but there's a bit of a story. Most loved, you know what I mean? Like, it's sounding better, like spiritual energy. Oh, yeah. Waterstones. Like, this is still not great either, but it's in a better track, going, a better path.
And let us know, Jesse, if this is making sense to you as well. Or if there's something specific you want to know.
This is not a good example anyway. Oh, no. Let's go. Oh, wow.
No worries, Jesse. So what I'll do is for everyone watching this, obviously, we'll plug some of our stuff. But like Paul said, we have these courses that basically cover conversion rate optimization as well as branding. Now, both of them, they were actually $2,000 each previously. But at this point, we just want to get them into as many hands as possible because there's nothing else like it out there. So I'm going to drop those in the comments. I'm not sure if it's going to stay as cheap as it is right now for very long, but they are only about $100 right now. So if you want to get those, I will put them in the comments at the end of this segment, or even right now. Actually,
So guys, let's get this one. $97. This should be like that. Like we've sold this before for $5,000. But I made a call recently. I'm like, I want to sell this to 100,000 people before the end of the year. more. So buy that and then buy this, and those two things will give you 20 years of experience from me and 20 years of experience from Chris and how to do brand and how to do Crow, and you'll learn it in about like a day or less, right? So just turn off Netflix and leave the shop of this, you know, stay off YouTube and just do these two things, nail it, master it, and then we'll do the next steps after that. So
perfect.
Good.
Cool.
All righty, cool. I need a rest. Thanks everyone for watching. So
yeah. Well, lastly, guys, I'll plug so the circle. So if you want to work directly with us and get more of a hands-on assistance from us to scale your e-commerce store, that's what we do every single day. We work with Aussie e-commerce owners who want to grow profitably over the next 3 to 5 years and ideally get to a point where they can sell their business for a good amount of profit and go on to either retirement or reinvest the cash into something else. If you want that kind of help directly from us, then all you have to do is just reach out to myself, Chris, Paul, anyone on the team, and we'll get you in touch so we can jump on a call and just see where you want to go and how we can help you.
Yeah, and that's the reason it's a good place as well is because Chris does a brand call every Monday. I do a Crow call every Friday. We have a Meta ads call. We have a Google ads call. We're going to have a Klaviyo call. We're having a finance call, and we have a group call with people that are doing anywhere from like, you know, 50 grand a month to $2 million a month in the community. So you're going to sit there, listen, learn, be around people that are crushing this stuff. And yeah, there's no communities like this in Australia. So definitely. On that note, hope to see you in there. I'll see you again all next week. And, you know, thanks for spending time with us. Cheers, guys. Bye. Yeah.